Hello, everybody. Welcome to the United Front. My name's Harris, and this is your match preview against Manchester United against Paok. Or I think that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, don't know really much about Paok, but I did a little bit of my research. All I do know is they're second in the Greek league. They're 30th in the Europa League with just 1 point, and they do play a the back 4-2-3-1, so obviously same as us, and obviously it's a former United player in the youth academy, Shola Shota, plays there. So I think he went last summer. So yeah, it's a match that I think Manchester United need to win. The amount of points we dropped, obviously, especially when we score first, it's almost unforgivable at this stage, and you almost think to yourself, we already went ahead of the tough games in the Europa League we could face. Obviously now we got Paok, obviously Bodo Glimt and Rangers. I don't know what the other two next, but we have to win these games. And Manchester United, obviously, with 3 points, we haven't won, we haven't lost, but we're not where we supposed to be in the table. Apparently we're supposed to be favourites for the competition, but where we're in the table, and not only in the table, but even in the league itself, it just shows how our season's been, and it hasn't been great. But it's a team, that we think we should win. I think minimum at least 2 goals. But this is how we'll line up, and obviously it is a rotation Bruno needs to do. And I think this is what I personally would go with. So I think Bayern in goal. I don't see why not. He starts in the Europa League. He's played in the obviously the Carabao Cup, once in the FA Cup last season. So get him in the Europa League as well. He hasn't done bad himself. Obviously, only conceding 2 goals, and that was against Leicester. So yeah, or you could play Onana. It doesn't matter. Right back, I go Dalot. Again, he's one of those, same as Bruno, he's a robot. He can play every week. And obviously giving Mazraoui, a man of the match performance, Mr. Consistent himself, you should give him a rest as well. Because at left back, I wanna play Harry Mas. I know it's a big shout, but it's almost like, why aren't we seeing this this young lad playing? He's got potential, and obviously I want to see, United with an actual left foot is left back, and obviously against Liverpool, he came up against Salah. He didn't do that bad, he didn't get destroyed. I know we lost 3-0, but against Salah 1v1, he didn't do bad himself. Against one of the best players in his positions, and obviously against, I believe, Betis, that was a 3 a.m. kickoff. So yeah, I think he's one of those attacking fullbacks. Great delivery with the cross, and he did it. I think he assisted. I think it was Diallo who scored the first goal in that game. So you're almost thinking, if you're Amorim, and if he does play, you almost look closely at him, because he could play that wing back position, obviously. Because of his attacking, obviously people might say he could defend. He could improve in defending, but obviously he's got players around him, and if they're back, he could learn off Luke Shaw, Malacio, whoever. So yeah, I don't see why he can't play, because it's rotation, and obviously we got Leicester next, so you might as well play these players, and it also shows what our squad depth is. Can these players, can we not play our our first team and play these players who don't play a lot, and win against Paok? So and obviously centre back, you don't have to play Martinez de Ligt. Euro is back, but I don't know if he's gonna be in the matchday squad. But let's just say if he isn't, I'd go Lindelof and Evans. I don't see why not. Um, Midfield, I saw Ugarte mainly because he needs to get game time. Getting that consistent and getting the minutes in. And obviously he's one of those players. Who could play every week because he's got that energy as well. Um, I'm gonna rest Casemiro and play Eriksen in the 8. Obviously, people might say, why not in the 10? If it was the other game, I'd say otherwise. But it's against Paok, a game we should be winning, and I don't think it's technically a risk in playing Eriksen in the 8. So I played Eriksen instead of Casemiro. Bruno, plays. He's the captain. He's not undroppable, but he's like a robot. He's gonna play every week because it's Bruno. The attacking, I'm gonna go Rashford and drop Garnacho for Ahmad because I think Ahmad deserves a chance. He needs minutes. There's a reason why he stayed at United and didn't leave because he thought, what, I played a few games last season at the end. Maybe I could in the next season be in part of the be part of the manager's plans. Obviously he's hardly played. People might say, oh, but he hasn't been. He played bad against what was it? I don't understand because he scored against Brighton, but next game we played Liverpool and then he got dropped. I mean, I don't understand. He can have bad games. He's not perfect, but even Garnacho, who had a stink against Chelsea, you need to drop him. And obviously he's playing too much games. You're almost making him play so much that you're waiting for him to get injured. So Garnacho needs a rest, and he needs to know if you're gonna play shit performances, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be dropped. But yeah, I saw Rashford on the left and Ahmed on the right, and up front you could play Højlund, but obviously I think I don't see why don't you play Xerxes, but I'd go Højlund again because with Højlund and Xerxes, they're two different type of players. With Højlund, he's a goal scorer, and with Xerxes, he's almost like a a striker, but like he's almost like Harry Kane, but without the finishing. It's almost like vice versa. Like obviously, when Harry Kane improved on his passing, it's almost like that developed his game into being like a complete striker. With Xerxes, he's good with the link-up plays 1-2 and then runs. The only thing Xerxes needs to improve on is finishing. That's it. I'm not saying he can't finish, but people have been questioning him, saying, can he get you, 15, 20 goals? But yeah, I'd go with this lineup, and scoreline, I go 3-0. I go 3-0. If it's 2 goals or more, I'd be happy, And a clean sheet as well on the icing on the cake. So, yeah, I don't see why not. But yeah, we need to win this game because, again, like I said, we're in a position in the Europa League that we're not supposed to be, and we need to take these games and play it as if it's our last, like it's a final or something, The only problem with United is when we score, we just defend throughout the whole game. I don't understand why not stop defending that goal you scored and holding the lead, and look for the second goal. Because if you look for the second goal, then the team will obviously, they will shit themselves thinking, wow, we're 2-0 or 3, whatever the score is. And obviously they tried, try and attack, try come into the game. And what if they make a sloppy pass, and then we try to score more goals? If we're gonna score and then just sit deep or defend throughout the whole game, don't be surprised we're gonna concede, because you're just inviting the team to attack on us, and all we're gonna do is defend. And if they score, oh shit, it's 1-1, and then you look to score, and then you look to lead again. But I'm thinking to myself, you're looking to lead again, but why didn't you try to look for the second goal? The thing United need to do is be clinical in finishing. Be clinical. Because, against Chelsea, we could have won the game. Because in terms of, great chances, who had the better chances, you almost feel like United should have won the game. But if it was, if Chelsea had our chances, I feel like they could have won the game as well. What I want from my team, what I want from United, is just putting the ball in the back of the net. Like, when we're up front, we're not ruthless. Like, we're just not ruthless. Like, it's almost like if I'm the centre back and I have my partner next to me and I'm thinking, wow, who am I up against? Højlund, Garnacho, Rashford. These guys hardly scored 5 goals in the league. I'm thinking, you know what? I don't need to be scared. The front 3 or 4, there's no fear in them. And that's why every team we play against, even if it's a bad team, it's amazing because Man United make an average team a world-class team. Like, it's absolutely amazing how you can make... Like, against FC20, look, they're 4th in the league, But if it was some other team like Arsenal, City, or Liverpool, they smashed them. But with Man United, we can make FC20 an average team to a fucking world-class team. It's absolutely amazing how Man United can make a team. Even I'm trying to think. Even Middlesbrough, let's just say a few years ago, when they scored, the thing is, we invite teams to attack on us, and that's why we concede goals. Because when we score, we don't look for the second goal, and that's why we always draw games. When we score 2 goals against Porto, why are we sitting deep? You're letting the other team attack on us. Look for the fucking goal. Look for the 3rd goal, 4th goal, 5th goal. Don't show mercy to the team. Like, I don't understand. We score 2 goals and then we sit down as if we're on the beach on Miami. Like, I don't understand. That's United's problem. So what I really want from United, and the thing is, I think I've heard, like, people say we don't create chances. We create chances. We don't create chances for Højlund and Xerxes. And that's so shit, because I heard about this stat that Højlund has had 3 shots. De Ligt and Martinez had more shots than him. How the fuck is that possible? You're number 9, you're the striker, and somehow your defenders have more shots than you. How does that make sense? I don't understand. Maybe because they don't get the ball to him. Maybe, Rasmus doesn't take shots from distance, or when he needs to shoot. Maybe the wingers are greedy and they're not getting the ball to him or putting the ball to him. I don't understand. How is that possible? The striker having the least shots in the team. I don't understand. It's absolutely astonishing. So when we talk about creating chances, yes, we don't create chances for Højlund and Xerxes, and we need to start doing that. And if you're Amorim, you need to look at them thinking, because why are Sporting so great? People might say, oh, because they have Gyökeres. Well, at least with Sporting, they go and find their best player in Gyökeres, their attacking player, feed the ball into him, and then he'll produce. Højlund can do that. If you give him the ball, let him do his magic. Just give Højlund the ball and let him produce. That's what Sporting do with Gyökeres. They find him. They pass when they need to pass. They don't delay the pass and make it offside. That's the thing with United. We don't pass to Højlund that much. We're always looking for Garnacho or Rashford or whoever's on the wing, Bruno. It's amazing. You need to find Højlund, who is the number 9, who his only one job is scoring goals, and you're not getting the ball to him because you're relying on fucking wingers like Rashford and Garnacho. Again, with Garnacho's sense, he's only been, this kind of bad form he's in. He's only started since Palace. you know, because of the missed chances. You know, he's missed chances against Palace, West Ham. You know, if you're thinking, wow, give it to Hoyland, maybe he could put it in the back of the net. You know, it's amazing. We need to start. I hope Amorim looks at that team and they're telling the fucking players, pass to Hoyland. You know, that's how you're going to get goals from your strikers. I'm not saying wingers won't score goals. Yes. But when you look at Rashford and Garnacho, are they scoring goals? No. You can't make the case for Hoyland because he's hardly getting any of the ball. So yeah, you know, it's like with Hoyland, it's almost like he's starving with service. You know, the service he's get is almost like giving Hoyland a grain of rice, just one rice. That's how much service we're giving United. But honestly, look, 3-0 I predicted. You know, hopefully I want us to win the game. We should win the game. But yeah, it's down to United as well. You know, if they will turn up or if they won't turn up. You know, again, Manchester United, they're the type of team, you know, even if it's a game that they should be winning, you don't know what to get. And that's the sad thing because, you know, against Paok, in a team they should win, you almost feel like, will it be a draw or will Paok shock them? You know, but yeah, that's my preview. I want to give my reaction to, obviously, Ruben Amorim beating Pep. You know, I watched the game. I was just as excited. It's almost as if I was watching a United game or as if Ruben Amorim just took over the job right now. The thing is, people see this game as if, oh, wow, he cooked Pep, you know, and people obviously, I don't know if it's trolling, whatever, but people saying, wow, watch on 50 December when we play City and we'll do it to you. What I don't understand is people think, because what he did to Pep with that team, with the team he's going to manage at United, we're going to do that to City. You're living in cuckoo land at this point, you know. You know, it's not like the exact players are going to be at Man United. No. Yes, obviously the only player who's only worked with him was fucking Ugarte. But that's not enough, you know. People might say, oh, we might get Gyökeres, you know. Maybe he might be a solution, but that's not enough as well. What I want from Amorim is to play players who will fucking run for him. Because his team is based on high energy, you know, and running all day. You know, he's a pressing team as well. And obviously, you know, he's possession-based as well. Obviously, against City, he wasn't be able to, you know, get that much of the ball because it's City. But, look, you're almost looking at that team thinking, who is he going to play, you know. If he starts Rashford and he thinks, you know what, I play a high possession game, you know, a high pressing game and high energy game, and you're going to play Rashford, I mean, good luck, because Rashford hardly fucking tracks back when it's the most basic thing in football, and it's a mandatory thing to do. Like, I don't understand. What one mistake Amorim cannot do is not play his style of play. Because it's almost like when Ten Hag came in, it's almost like, oh wow, we're going to see his style of play. But we didn't. It's almost as if the play, I don't know, I'm making this up, maybe it is. It's just like, I'm second guessing myself. But it's almost like Ten Hag tried to play, you know, his first game or whatever he was trying to play with that United team, and the players were like, no, we don't want to play. So it's almost like as if, you know what, Ten Hag, it's almost like Ten Hag has no choice but to play counter-attack FC. And that's why so many people have been thinking, how Man United play, what is their style of play? And what Amorim needs to do is play his fucking style of play. Because I don't want him against Ipswich playing 3 at the back, but the next game he plays 4 at the back. I don't want that. It's because if he does that, it's almost like, wow, the players are saying we don't want to play that way. And it's almost as if the players are telling the manager what to do. And what Amorim needs to do, apparently, I've heard this from sporting fans, that he's ruthless. If there's players that won't work for you, that won't run for you, don't play them. and sell them if you have to, because if they're not going to be, running for you, then they can fuck off and join another team that will take their shit and play the way they want to play themselves. So that's all I'm saying. I want Amorim to play his style of play, implement it into that system, and United get on and running, But if there's going to be players out there, then you're almost thinking to yourself, wow, and then people are going to say, oh, wow, Amorim's the problem, all that. Look, I don't want to see another manager sacked, I want to see Amorim succeed, and if there's players that go disobey him or something, again, like I said, they can fuck off. I don't care if they give the commitment to United. If you can't give your commitment to the manager, how are you going to give your commitment to the club and to the fans? I mean, honestly. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe, share, and see you on the next one.